Miss Naomi Campbell, if by some reason you ever glanced up on this video, because me and my 11 subscribers and all that other stuff, um, I don't know if you ever gonna get in this video, but let me talk to you for a moment. I respect you as a legend. You as a black woman have brought down barriers for black women, and especially dark skinned women. You're one of the people where people, if you think dark skinned women are ugly, you just show a picture of Naomi Campbell, and people's like ooh, any other people. But basically, you are a legend. You are the icon in the model agency. I have a friend that's in the model agency. I think you saw her and all that other stuff, and she was just gushing about meeting you, and I'm pretty sure you have uh, plenty of, you would have inspired many of women, especially in the model agency, no matter what color. You probably don't. But I don't know you that personally. Don't know. I really had to look up where you was born, because I looked up what you said about there shouldn't be a Black History Month, and I think you were saying it should represent all person of color and all that other stuff. So I don't know how, if you, the most I learned from you is that you have a bad attitude and you throw phones at people's heads. That's as far as I know. So I don't know you personally, but let me just tell you this. Don't try to take away Black History Month for Americans. I don't know how they do it in the UK, but in America, like, we had to fight hard for our Black History Month. Like, I don't know if you live in America or not. You probably still live in the UK. This is how like basically transparent it is, and I want to give you the benefit of the doubt that you live, don't even live in America, so you don't understand American history. You don't understand the slavery and went to, and I don't even know the United Kingdom history on slavery. I heard it was racist, but it's racist everywhere. So I'm not sure. But let's just say this. In America, not only they have a Black History Month, they have a Latin. Not only they have a Black History Month, they have a Latin History Month. They have a Women's History Month where you can celebrate women. They have LGBT Pride Month. All right, I don't see you trying to take that away from people. Like, maybe they didn't ask you, and maybe you would if they was there. But there are actually, like, in America, there are months, for other people of color, and I hate the term people of color. And as a black man, please do not call me a person of color. I am a black man, for future references. But like I said, I don't understand why people come after the Black History Month and all that other stuff. It seems like everybody wants to knock Black History Month. You don't, like, without Black History Month. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, in school, all you ever hear is about Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Garrett Morris, George Washington Carver. Regular degular stuff. You don't really hear about the real pioneers and all that other stuff. You don't really hear about, unless you're like really in college in African American studies. You don't really get deep in there. So you really get the basics. They don't even teach you Malcolm X in school. They don't teach you Black Panthers. They don't teach you none of that. But this is the fact that, I think even in London, and I could be wrong, I think they have a Black History Month over there for October and all the other stuff. We, as black people, we have to know our history, because I don't know if you notice, but every day they're trying to switch our history to make it look like, for one, that we volunteered to come here, which is utterly false. And they're really trying to. I feel like they're really trying to change history. I feel like white people slowly trying to act like slavery never happened. Like, real talk, it's like, it's going to get to a point after I'm dead, and if white people have their way, and I'm not racist against white people and all that other stuff, but some things you just call out the bullshit. But I feel like there's gonna be one day, and this is probably after I die, that our ancestors, our children, when they look at Black History Month or when they try to figure out American history, slavery is not going to be noticed. It's going to be like, oh, we as a people came in all races, all person of colors, and there was no prejudice. The land was scarce and nobody found it and all that stuff, and just people just progress here. They're going to change. Like slavery is just something that I feel like white people know that we're going to hang over their heads, and they're trying to make people forget it. But it's not going to happen because what we need to, as black people, we need to know our history. As black people, like if we don't know our history, it's bound to repeat it, and that's another problem. I feel like white people are trying to put us back into slavery. Technically, we're not out of slavery yet because of the 15th Amendment and all that other stuff, but not everybody. And here's the thing: you're a very privileged black woman because not everybody gets out like that. Not everybody makes a not everybody makes a statement like you do. Not everybody lasts a very long time. You do. Only a few black people come out like that. And I'm not saying it's out of victim mentality. It's just how it is. You got to understand that this Black History Month is important to us. Now, don't get us wrong. We're black every day, but every day they're trying to criminalize our blackness, where it's that we can't wear our natural hair. This is that black women are looked as demons, and black men are looked at as thugs, and like we're just menaces to society, where in history it shows that white people have been the terrorists throughout history since time began. White people just been terrorists throughout the history. This is just if you don't understand our American history, I advise you, because I don't want it to, because I watched this woman, she was telling you to shut the fuck up and all that other stuff, and I laughed at that because you could tell like she was passionate about you not knowing your place and all that other stuff. And that's how I feel. You just don't know about American history like that. Or maybe you don't care. I don't know. But I don't know. People like for some reason like I wake up black and I love being black. And I wouldn't change it in the world. Even not for one white soul. Like, for real. I've said this before. I wouldn't change it for one white soul. But sometimes, like, I want other people to feel like that. Yes, we're not in the greatest spot, but at the same time, I tell people all the time, I wouldn't change being black for the world. And I want people to be proud of being black. And, like, let us, if we get a month to enjoy our blackness and where we can act blackity black or something like that, let us do it. Like, it's bad enough we got to get it from the white people or the people that that's trying to get in on our struggle just to take from it and leave us the crumbs. But it's just like we can't have our own people fighting either. We can't have our own people fighting either. So, in conclusion, learn our history. Learn why we have this month. And learn why we, celebrate it as well as we do. Just learn it. I know people think that, 28 days is the shortest. But I swear to God, I always feel like February is one of the longest days or longest months in everything. And I think that's why it's 28 days. Just my opinion. Like, even on chronologically, it looks short. But I feel like these days last so much longer in this month. So, that's all I really gotta say. I don't want to, curse out Naomi Campbell because she might throw a phone at me, and I don't know. But I'm giving you the respect as an icon, as you should. So, just learn it. Just take a time out, learn our history. That's all I ask. Till then, my name is Oskina Fly, and I'm out. Peace.